Back on the game day stage, joined by Antonio Liguori, prominent Pope alumni and former lacrosse star. How are you today, Antonio?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for joining us. So,
Absolutely.
Let's get right into it. Would you describe Pope as a team on the rise?
Any team coached under Coach Bolger is absolutely a team on the rise. If they're not winning already, I see them winning in the very near future, so yes.
What does Coach do that allows his players to develop?
Well, Coach takes his grassroots basis on things. You got to learn the fundamentals before you can, do different things, and that's really what he instills in all of his teams. You're going to learn how to catch and throw before you do anything else, and above all, you got to get ground balls. If you can't get ground balls, you can't win, and that's number one at Pope.
And Antonio, you played a number of years in this rivalry. Tell us about the Boca High, Pope John Paul rivalry. We see the guys going behind us right now. What's stirring memories in your head going on right now?
It goes back to ancient times. I mean, for me, it was back in Summer League. The Boca High kids and the Pope kids played on the same team, and there was always chatter. We never got to play each other because we were in different leagues. So, everyone would say, oh, but we could beat you guys. You guys couldn't beat us. And finally, my senior year, we were in the same league, and we got to play each other. And the last game, we lost by 1 point. It was a nail-biter. And, I wish we could have won. That's why I'm choosing Pope tonight. I think they're going to take this one home.
So is there any bad blood between the teams, or is it more of a friendly rivalry, would you say?
I think it's like, your next door. You're playing your next door neighbors. So, you're talking about bragging rights here. So when it comes to something like that, you don't have bad blood. You don't want to hurt anybody, but you definitely want to win. There's no doubt about that. So I'd say more friendly, but serious.
And let's talk about Florida lacrosse as a whole. It's on the rise. There have been multiple All-Americans coming out of the state these past couple of years, and in South Florida. What do you think has contributed to that, and where do you see the future of Florida lacrosse going?
Well, I played in two areas. I played in South Florida and Central Florida. I can tell you right now, with the youth leagues that we have coming up and different things in different areas, that's number one, the best way to grow talent. So I think the sky's the limit for Florida in general. Because everyone thinks it's just South Florida, but I'll tell you what, Central Florida's got some good talent too, and it's really a statewide phenomenon. So
absolutely, and we don't know who those future stars are that will come out of Florida just yet, but we can take a look at some of the past alumni from Pope. We pull up that graphic right now. Now, Ricky Reyes joins Calderofono at FSU, along with his younger brother Alex Reyes. Drew Minshew went to Roanoke College to play D3 lacrosse, and the two Division II players are Mikey Urso at Lynn University, who just signed seniors Chris Castellan and Chase Calderero. Also, Joey Giuffrida at Palm Beach Atlantic. And finally, their only Division I player in the last 3 years is Tommy Dunn at St. John's University. Now, Antonio, you played with several of these guys.
Yeah.
Can you give us, who were the impact players for you, and what did they bring to the team?
Yeah, we're going back in time a little bit with me, because those guys were freshmen when I was a senior, but they were all very talented. I remember when Mikey came to Pope, and he was just like 4 foot tall, maybe, and he started on attack, and I was thinking, Coach, this kid's going to get bulldozed. Turns out he scored our first goal of the season and didn't stop. So, I mean, Mikey was an All-American. We had, Clay Noel, an All-American, Bobby Landak, an All-American, There's a lot of talent that comes out of Pope in this region, and I was very grateful to play alongside those players. So.
And Antonio, your little brother's on the field tonight. Tell us what that must feel for you.
Feels good. I'm happy he's playing. He's a little bit of a work in progress. He's only a sophomore now, but he can be as good as he wants to be, and that's a good thing. And he's got a lot of time to grow and stuff like that. So that's great. I think he'll be fine. Maybe we'll be out.
So
yeah, that's bad.
So. For you predicted Pope to win, of course,
sure.
But do you have a final score for us?
Oh man, I got to pay attention to the scores over the course of the season. I know Pope generally has a good defense because they're pretty fundamentally sound on the coaching standpoint. So I'd say 10-12 Pope.
Staying true to your colors.
12-10 Pope, yeah.
We know where you live, and they know where you live, more importantly, so staying true to your colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next, we take a look at Boca's driving forces, and we'll be right back to game day.